You're rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats.
Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller was seen testing a new engine developed specifically for the YZR-M1. The test was highlighted by Yamaha's latest prototype 4-inline engine as part of an effort to improve the bike's performance and competitiveness on the track. The new engine is rumored to bring a number of significant updates, especially to the combustion system and torque efficiency at mid-range, weak points that Yamaha riders have often complained about in recent seasons. Jack Miller, who is known for his aggressive riding style and responsiveness to the character of the engine, is considered a suitable test rider for this prototype version. The engine feels different. It's more responsive on the corner exit and I can be more confident in acceleration, said Miller after a closed test session that took place in typical Le Mans cloudy weather conditions. This step marks Yamaha's big ambition to return to the top of the competition, especially with the inline 4-engine format which has been lagging behind rivals with V4 engines such as Ducati and KTM. The results of this test will be evaluated before a final decision is made for next season. And here's the full news. Ahead of the MotoGP series at the Bugatti Le Mans circuit this weekend, the spotlight is on the Pramac Yamaha satellite team and its flagship rider, Jack Miller, who is known to be testing the latest prototype engine for the YZR-M1. The testing was carried out in a closed session on the same track, as part of the development of the Yamaha bike which is struggling to catch up with its main rivals. The new engine tested by Miller is the latest variant of the inline 4 configuration that has become the YZR-M1's trademark. However, this time Yamaha has brought major changes to the engine's internal systems, including the combustion chamber design, electronic mapping, and throttle response, which is claimed to be smoother yet still aggressive on corner exits. This prototype is said to be the first step towards a major evolution of the YZR-M1 for the 2026 season. Jack Miller himself, who recently rejoined Yamaha through the Pramac team after several seasons with other manufacturers, was appointed as the main rider to test the characteristics of this new machine. Miller's extensive experience across a range of bikes and manufacturers makes him a key figure in providing the technical input the Yamaha development team needs. Overall, this is progress. The engine has more stable thrust and is less wild when exiting corners, especially in slow sectors like here at Le Mans. There is still a lot to refine, but this is a promising start, Miller told the media crew after a closed test session on Tuesday morning. In the last few seasons, Yamaha has often been criticized because their inline 4 engine is considered less competitive in terms of top speed and acceleration than the V4 engines owned by Ducati, KTM, and Aprilia. With limited development during the season, Yamaha is now utilizing satellite team riders like Miller to speed up the testing and data collection process. Yamaha Racing Technical Manager Takuya Fujimoto confirmed that the prototype will continue to be developed throughout the first half of the season. He also mentioned that Miller's input will be combined with feedback from factory riders such as Fabio Quartararo and Alex Rins to formulate a fully competitive engine package starting next season. This machine is the result of more than a year's work. We started from scratch to fix our main weaknesses, especially in terms of acceleration and overtaking ability. Jack has responded positively so far, and we will continue to evaluate throughout this weekend, Fujimoto said. Although this prototype machine will not be used in official racing sessions, this trial is a signal that Yamaha is starting to open a new chapter in their technical strategy. Especially with pressure from various parties for the Japanese manufacturer to return to competing at the top level after European domination, which has continued to strengthen in the last 5 seasons. The Le Mans MotoGP will be an important stage to see if Yamaha's initial steps are promising enough, and whether Jack Miller can have a positive influence both from a technical perspective and race results. One thing is for sure, the public spotlight is now not only on the title race, but also on Yamaha's journey to rediscover their winning DNA. The Jerez circuit witnessed another important step in the development of Yamaha's bikes. Pramac Yamaha rider Jack Miller was the main figure in an exclusive trial conducted by the Yamaha team to test the latest prototype of the YZR-M1. The test was part of a midterm development program aimed at improving the bike's performance ahead of the Le Mans France MotoGP series. Jack Miller, who this season made the surprising move of returning to Yamaha through the Pramac satellite team after several years with KTM and Ducati, was directly involved in the process of testing the new engine. Interestingly, Yamaha retained their signature 4-inline engine configuration, but with many internal revisions, including increased mid to high RPM power, as well as updated cooling and electronic management systems. The engine feels much more responsive, especially when exiting corners. There's still the typical smooth Yamaha character, but now there's an extra boost that's really felt on the straights, Miller said after more than 60 laps under the Jerez heat. The test was also attended by several senior engineers from Yamaha Motor Company Japan, including experts from the Racing Development Division. Their main focus was to assess the performance of the new prototype in real track conditions, as well as getting direct feedback from riders who have experience with the various characters of MotoGP machines. Although still in the early stages, the results of this test provide great hope for Yamaha. In recent seasons, the YZR-M1 has lagged behind in terms of top speed and acceleration when compared to V4 bikes like Ducati, KTM and Aprilia. With this new approach to the 4-inline engine, Yamaha seems to be trying to bridge their classic handling advantage with more competitive power. Not only the engine, in this session Miller also tried some new chassis and aerodynamics settings. Some slimmer fairing components and updated winglets were also tested, suggesting that Yamaha is taking a holistic approach to the development of its bike package. With the 5th MotoGP series of the season approaching at Le Mans, France, the results of this test will be an important basis for determining the bike's specifications for the race. The Le Mans circuit, known for its stop-and-go sectors and tight corners, demands strong acceleration and stable braking, two aspects that Yamaha is currently focusing on. If this development is successful, Jack Miller and Yamaha have a great chance to surprise the competitors at Le Mans. This test is a sign that Yamaha has not given up on technological competition and is ready to return to competitive performances at the top of MotoGP. On the other hand, new 4-inline engine, evolution or revolution? The YZR-M1 is known as the only bike on the grid that still carries an inline-4 configuration engine since the modern MotoGP era began. While the majority of competitors such as Ducati, KTM, Aprilia, and Honda switched to V4 configurations that are more powerful at straight-line speeds, Yamaha kept the inline-4 philosophy to maintain agility in the corners. But in recent seasons, this approach has started to fall behind. Yamaha struggled to compete on acceleration and top speed, two crucial elements in the modern aerodynamic era of MotoGP. This was the main reason for the birth of the new prototype tested at Jerez. In this test, Yamaha's new engine is rumored to have undergone major internal changes, including increased maximum engine speed (RPM), reduction of internal friction, new combustion system, more precise electronic control unit (ECU), updates to the gearbox to match the character of the new engine. In addition, Yamaha also tried new exhaust combinations and various intake configurations to find the optimal balance between power and efficiency. Jack Miller gets a different Yamaha. After spending 2 full days at the Jerez track, Jack Miller shared his impressions with the media. The new machine feels different from the Yamaha I remember. It's still smooth and easy to control, but now it has spurs at the exit of corners. There's extra power in the center up, and that's what's needed to compete with the V4 bikes, Miller said. He added, the balance of the bike is also maintained. That's what I like about Yamaha, they know how to keep the character of the bike consistent even though it's constantly evolving. Miller completed more than 70 laps during the testing session and used several different chassis and aerodynamics specifications. Yamaha was seen trying out different winglet shapes, a new tail unit design, and a combination of carbon and aluminum chassis. Their main focus was to ensure the new engine blended harmoniously with the chassis and aerodynamics. Target: Le Mans, France. This test is not just for long-term evaluation. Yamaha indicated that they want to take some of the new engine technology to the next race at Le Mans, which will be held in 2 weeks' time. The Le Mans circuit is known for its stop-and-go character, where acceleration from low speeds and strong braking are crucial. The chances of bringing the new engine components straight into the race will certainly depend on the results of further evaluation. Yamaha must ensure that the new engine is not only fast, but also durable and reliable during full races. Yamaha's technical manager, Takuya Arakawa, explains, "We are in the process of final evaluation. If the data and feedback from Jack are positive, we will consider partial homologation of this engine element. The goal is to bring the M1's performance back to the front row." Yamaha and New Hope. Since losing Fabio Quartararo from the top of the standings a few seasons ago, Yamaha has continued to struggle to catch up with the dominating performance of Ducati and KTM. The 2025 season is a crucial point for them to prove that their technical approach is still relevant in the modern era of MotoGP. With aggressive steps taken including the signing of Jack Miller to the satellite team, major updates to the race kitchen, and an open approach to aerodynamic innovation, Yamaha seems to be serious about turning things around.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh, she's such a tease, bitten lips, bruised knees. I'm addicted to her, need her touching me, cause she got a bad little waist. And we tearing down this place, off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on that diet.